Always the
Hello
best.
and welcome again to a wonderful evening playing D&D with the Friendos. It's another episode of Rolling Horizons, episode 13, and making our way strongly into the double digits here.
Down again.
Yeah, we are joined by Nasu Amaya again playing Liz. We've got Tomochu playing Leah Aoki. We've got Armatox playing Aki Timberwood. And Lad Gaz playing Grimbald Arcee Stanimir. Tragically, Sleepy is feeling a bit under the weather at the moment and will not be joining us tonight. But hopefully
Petra's
we'll get
last
to see
name
him
always
again
been
next
Penn?
week.
It's not.
Petra Pan. I should probably get edited.
It's written as Penn on.
Oh my god, shut up. How dare you? How dare you?
Ah, it was me this time. Also, guess who made sure everything was unmuted properly?
Hey, you got a like.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of me too.
Well,
Buttons
my
are
only
hard.
complaint is you're using my old PNG. I do have a new one.
Ah,
Hang on, I think I might know the problem.
Is it because you didn't update it in reactive?
I've got might break it actually. Now I think about it.
oh,
Hang on, why am I in here twice? What?
Why are you?
your
in here
audio
twice?
suddenly. What? Yeah, what? Your audio changed also.
Oh,
He's a wizard.
what the fuck? Hang on.
Love this cuff.
How have I done that? Never mind. Fuck it. We're going with this. We'll fix it later.
We'll fix it in post.
There is no post.
There's no poster live for fuck's sake.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll fix it on break.
Alright. Anyway. Yeah, last we left off, you guys had managed to survive the trials of a terrifying island. Found evidence of very large creatures. Saw a glimpse of one before it disappeared deep into the ocean. Managed to escape some ogres and kobolds by swimming through a deep ocean cave. Before successfully getting back onto your ship, reuniting with your crew, and collecting all of those fun little knickknacks from the Smuggler's Cove so long ago. Having finally gotten back here, what you guys want to do?
I think we all need a chat.
We all need to chat. Oh no.
Yeah, we all need a fucking chat. We need to clear the air a little bit. I feel.
Talking as a crew.
Instead of half of us trying to hate the other,
You
no
mean right?
talking or yes. But we'll go with that. To strangle one half of us while the other half keep the fuck out of it. Let's have a wee heart to heart. And actually get to fucking know each other just a smidge. Because I don't know about all of you, but nearly dying how many times? Too many times. And not really knowing anything apart from that one of our crew has a more stone cold heart than I do because they're undead is a bit disheartening.
You little shit. Okay.
So let's clear the air. Anyway, you undead piece of.
Yes.
You heartless piece of shit.
So let's do that. Let's gather round and actually get to know each other a bit. It's probably a good idea because if we're gonna keep dying for each other.
Oh, don't worry.
I'd-
I'm dying for you.
Oh, you've already done it once.
Not for you.
Well, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Fuck off. I can simply just throw you off the ship. You know that, right?
I will walk back up it and slap you anymore. You're shite. We're off to a great start, aren't we? Amazing.
Fortune for
Glad-
your boots. There
Glad
you
our
go.
diplomatic talks are off to a great start.
Can your boots
Uh,
actually walk on the water?
No, but I can walk on the side of the ship.
Okay. So it's only solid stuff.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no, I
it's a
can't-
matter of how far I throw him. If I throw him far enough, he's not gonna get.
If
back
you
to
throw
the
me
ship.
far enough, you better hope I don't make it back on board. That is all I'm saying.
I can just send, a friendly little dolphin your way to make sure you ain't coming back in the water.
Well, so getting to know each other and hoping we're on friendlier terms is off to an amazing fucking start.
Right?
What are you speaking about?
I care for you so much I want to throw you off the boat and make sure you don't get back on board.
Yes,
Amazing.
exactly. That's how you show affection, don't you? Don't you just yeet people off the place?
I'm assuming that's the undead part of you talking. Anyway.
Jesus.
I
Ruthless.
could test it out for you and see if she is undead.
Oh, well, wait. Well, I feel like considering we had a banshee give a few of us the good suck of our soul, and argued with me for a fair length of time as to why we should allow the good suck of our soul, and also they pray to an undead king, god thing.
I'm proud of you, Tomo, for after the third time it was mentioned getting the joke.
I didn't want to cut him off. I didn't want to cut it off.
Oh,
Huh?
cutting it off.
Huh? What?
You know what? Now I'm scared. Just what exactly is being cut off, Tomo?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't
So,
worry about it.
Leah the Undead. Well,
Oh,
formerly alive. Okay, formerly alive. We'll go with that. Why did you? I don't remember why. If you even said you came to Bermuda and found us in this amazing predicament that you signed on for. So, what about yourself can I like and hate more? Tell me.
You can like the
Jazz,
fact
I
that
hope
I haven't
you
killed you.
tinkling the ice in a glass, because that's fitting.
You think I could have this conversation sober? No.
Fair enough.
Could you even be a dwarf sober?
I like your thinking. This is where we needed Petra. Petra can convince people to like each other. I've not got that skill. I'll happily admit.
I don't know about that. I think you're doing a pretty good job there.
Oh, I
We
can.
headbutt each other hard enough, we can share the brain cell.
Listen,
no,
right. My form of charisma and talking is playfully taking the piss out of the people around me, and them genuinely not laughing.
Sure.
Yes. In all seriousness, no, Leah, tell us about yourself. I actually know fuck all apart from the fact that you were formerly alive and wished to throw me off a boat.
I have the right to remain silent.
See, we're off to a
Well.
great start.
Amazing this isn't a court of fucking law, eh?
I think
Ah.
I feel like you fucking arrested me and then you're forcing me to speak. Excuse you.
No. This is a gather around conversation. Everyone's free to the table. I'm just picking
I
you
see that
first.
gun. I see that gun under the table.
That's not a gun.
Oh, okay.
It's his short sword.
It's a sword I have on my hip. What do you think it is?
Really small sword, Hitchy.
Should we
Doesn't look
all
too
be
threatening.
gathered around the
Oh,
table?
listen, right? My hands are the weapons. I don't need a backup.
table,
If that's the case, then you're not threatening at all.
Oh, the crushed skulls would disagree. But no, believe it or not, Leah, maybe this doesn't get by your undead heart. I am trying to be sincere and find out more about everyone here, you know, because it seems to be, and I'm maybe talking for myself here, that I'd like to know who I am getting punched in the mouth for, to make sure none of yous are getting punched in the mouth. You know, with the
Some kind of
ogres where I had to essentially cock block an entire hallway so you lot can run away.
I would also like to know more about this contract because I think I just got little snippets of it. Concerning what we're
The
up against now.
contract is we're fucking strip it for signing it, and as soon as we're done, we're never signing another one again.
Okay.
'Cause,
Sad.
I have no relations of signing this contract, so
Praise be the gods that you don't, because it's if we don't complete it, we die essentially, Aki. So never sign a contract. That is my honest advice to you.
I try to remember that next time a giant octopus comes at us again.
Oh, that can get to fuck. That would, by the size of it, it probably use this ship as a toothpick.
What,
Right, you know what? I'll kick off the conversation here of trying to get to know each other. What would you like to know about myself? We'll start with that,
Why are you
and then we'll
so-
go round the room. Why am I what?
Why are you dumb?
Why
Why
am
are
I
you so
dumb?
brave?
Because
Why are
you're
you so
entirely
serious?
dumber.
Why are
Next
you so
question.
aggressive?
Because I'm a dwarf. Don't you get the idea here? Next
I need
question.
to get a refill on my drink.
To interject real quick, where in the ship are you guys? Are you on?
I thought it would be round the
top level,
table.
or?
Oh, there was
So you're
a
in
beautiful
the-
table down here.
All right, so we are down at the
Oh,
table.
okay. You're
then.
just okay. We're all around the table. Right.
There you go.
Yeah,
The
guys,
round table of hatred.
Yeah. I forgot about your knife. It was so small. Already.
Ah, it's the biggest knife you've ever fucking seen.
Yeah. At least my knife is bigger.
You call
Whoa,
that a
now.
dwarf?
I'm remembering a quote here.
Listen, dwarf.
What is the quote?
Call that a knife? This is a knife. Was what Jim was saying. No, I'm remembering. Oh, if you're doing a dick measuring competition with a woman, you were born with the world's cruelest handicap. Helsing Ultimate. Funny. Anyhow. Anything else you'd actually like to know, or are we going to insult each other until
I mean,
we
I'm
die?
having fun.
Oh, I'm having fun as well, but in the sake of being productive and actually
what-
figuring shit
Fine,
out.
fine. What was your reasoning to agreeing to join our little company here on the ship?
To start over anew.
What did you do? Who did you kill? What happened to the children? Why did you kill them?
You see me zone out for a moment. No. Avoidance. We'll go with that. I'm avoiding people.
You're remaining silent, just like I am.
No, I'm avoiding people, is what I said. That's
Okay,
fair.
okay.
And also, I need to eat, which requires money. That's my other reasoning.
Money?
Not technically. You can get food elsewhere.
I
Wait,
like money.
I have a serious question.
Go for it.
How exactly? So you said you're avoiding people, right? Right?
Yes.
So just out of curiosity, how do they look and where can we locate them?
Next question.
I thought we're here to bond. Why you're not giving me information to like you more?
Because that's information that you would use to put me into a grave very quickly. So no. Not happening, Leah.
How dare you think so little of me?
Am I wrong?
No, I was just gonna use it to blackmail you when it's convenient for me.
I will rip those wings of yours off. Liz, what about you?
What about me?
What about you?
What about me?
Exactly. And the thing, what got you into this? Where did you become yourself with
This.
us? Yes. How did you learn your bullshit of artificery shit? Because last I checked, it was fairly rare.
Well, it just kind of seemed interesting. Things were a bit less than great back home, so I managed to trudge my way all the way to the city, and I felt that it was a good way to make things more livable back home. And soon I found myself traveling place to place, learning new things in order to try and find something that particularly stuck out in order to uh, change things for the best back home. And then one thing led to another, found myself in Bermuda, and I figured ancient artifacts seems like a good way to potentially lead to some sort of utopia of sorts, considering it was supposedly some grand artifact that its legend stood the test of time. Found out, much like all of you, that it was only one part of far too many, and much like you also signed the contract, which most of us seem to be, well, to put it bluntly, rather regretting at this point,
That's a
considering.
word. No, go on. Carry on.
Oh no, I'm just saying, considering it seems that if our first one was already being guarded by undead, who knows what the other ones are being guarded by? Especially considering I still have the scars to remind me of our first encounter with one of these little balls.
That's what she said.
It's yeah. No, I know. It's what's the word that I use? I cannot wait until we're out of this contract. And then we have no obligation and no time limit. And there's no what's the word?
Threat of impending
Imminent.
doom looming over our heads
Yes.
if we make a single mistake?
Yes. The feeling like we have to rush into danger when, let's be honest, I don't think we can handle danger. If I'm being honest.
Well, based off of my medical supplies constantly being in the lesser uh lesser state by the end of our excursions, I would be hard pressed to agree.
What have you, Aki? What have you? What brings you here? Really?
Um, well, not much to really say, just from where I'm from. Just a small place, you know, out of the way. So I wanted to see the world and see how far I can get with no money until I actually need some. But so this is where I'm at now, and I just want to like see the world, pretty much. It's you know, on the other side of the planet. So that's about it for me.
Probably the most simplest reasons and probably the easiest to justify, to be fair, though. I think you've drawn the short straw
Indeed.
right now.
I have no clue where we're going right now, so
Ah, don't worry, we barely fucking know as well. We are just trying to get by.
I can't tell you my dice is from the church I'm from, but that's about it.
What church will that be?
Looking it up at the moment. Sam, you remember what we agreed on?
About what?
My place I was from.
Yeah, Chigoku.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I'll just tell you that, Chikuku. And yep. Let's see, what's his name? I was looking for the guy I was telling you about, if that was possible. The from my deity. Do you remember that one?
Who your deity is?
Yeah, the luck one that I was telling you about. I was gonna have him be
I
my
think I know who you're talking about.
stuff,
Give me a
because
second.
that was gonna be where my thing was from.
Tomorrow? If I had to guess.
Uh, luck of dice and healing, or luck and healing. He had like 4 arms or something.
Were you talking about? Where was he? You, Bess, I think you said?
Yeah.
He. So. You can, although keep in mind that even among the old gods, he would be not very worshipped, as he barely has any divine status anymore.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of what my guy is based off of, because he's not he doesn't carry cash on him or you know anything like that, and you know he's not known, so that's why I was basing it off of that guy too. So, but yeah, I just give you a spiel about that guy.
The guy
That's
I
what,
know that I am not the most I am not the most religiously knowledgeable in many aspects.
he's not known to many. He's very old, so as am I. But well, according to the humans anyway. Maybe not dwarves, but yeah. So
Ah,
that's
we
my
live a long time and grumble even harder. That's pretty much a dwarf summary for you.
yeah. Well, that's my story. Yeah. That's where I'm from.
Well, your stories are a lot simpler than mine, is how I would put it. I could probably guess what Petra's would be. I signed a contract and wibbity wibbity woo. Found myself here with all of you. in a thorny fucking ship thanks to a little bastard.
What?
Tink.
Yeah.
That
That's
thing.
yes. I'm just assuming that would be their reasoning.
I get confused about Tink. Is it a fairy or an imp?
It is something I don't want any involvement with. And hello.
It's a pincushion.
Rebosa wanders down the stairs. What are you
Hey,
lot
right.
talking about?
We're actually getting to know each other instead of, arrogantly putting up with each other's company as we keep nearly dying. Care to join?
There. Sure. I was wondering when we would be getting underway, but I guess we.
Well, I mean, we can easily move with us just talking.
Move? Why are we moving?
Is there anything left for us on this island?
I don't know if you gotten everything you were looking for.
I'm not sure.
Just found a whole bunch of giants and the kobolds. Is about it.
Ogres, kobolds, an old store. We found those animals.
Oh, how are the dogs doing? How are our pets doing?
They are doing all right. The
Was the
eagle
crew feeding
is
them?
hanging around up top,
Mhm.
and the dogs are just kind of chilling in the mid decks.
Okay, are we done with being forced to talk to one another?
You see, this is exactly why I want us all to actually talk to each other. Exact fucking reasoning.
Okay, fine. What do you need? What? What do you want to know?
Fucking Eden, us to maybe get along and try not to constantly strangle each other is an amazing start.
Now you got
So how
roped into
about
this mess to be a good start.
I thought you guys had
Um,
the perfect dynamic going on.
It's not a
Mhm.
fucking dynamic I want going on, personally.
what about you stop being a cunt to everyone we meet?
I'll take some effort. How
How?
about yourself?
What do you
That's
want?
the same thing. I'll just stop being a cunt to everyone you meet, including me.
I'm not a cunt to everyone I meet. What do you mean?
Yeah,
You're funny.
we're best buds.
I know, you don't have to tell me.
Why did you... Why are you you? Leah, that's why that's probably the question I'm gonna go with
Why am
here.
I myself? You know,
Why-
it's all started when I was given birth to.
Sure, I like long stories, go on.
And then I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so perfect. And then you know what happened? A little bitch boy dropped something, and it was really important to the adults. And then I was like, oh my god, it looks exactly like you. So yeah, that's it. That's my story.
And now you're an undead and you're here trying to get
You
us
were
to
there. You
bring
were
back.
there. I don't have to tell you that, right? You were
I
there.
know you don't. I'm summarizing it to modern day, to the present.
Well, Tomo. Sorry, not Tomo. Oh, my bad. Well, Leah,
Go on.
I understand.
Shifting voices.
Yeah. Leah, I understand you have some bad blood with Grimbold over here, but I would be curious as well. Where do you hail from? What is your story?
Okay, fine. Fair enough. Um, I came from this really beautiful forest, and it was a It was a really interesting place. I had a lot of animal friends and little to no interaction with other creatures, like this bitch pointing to Grimble.
My fucking shows.
And those animals really needed someone to help them being protected, because some of them were being hunted. And so slowly I became the person to do that. I used my druid knowledge to make the forest, the center of the forest, a shelter for most kinds of creatures roaming in there. And
That
then,
is beautiful.
and then I had um to leave to go maybe find more knowledge and better my skills to one day return to that center of the forest.
Was it your
And
parents who taught you to follow this path of the druid? Where were they in all of these?
um, I was the outcast, mostly. I wasn't really a part of my druid inheritors most of the time, and so from a young age, found myself in that forest.
Do you know your parents, or are they just
I
out
got
of the
to know
picture?
them, but quickly, um, when they realized that the rest of the village did not like the result of their love, which was me, um, they have decided to help me get away as possible from any interactions.
Do you ever plan on returning someday to visit them, or
um, I think that at this point we're more like distant friends rather than family, so I can always go back and sure they're gonna be happy. But being around them seemed to always cause pain to them, or they did their best to hide it, but I knew, so I don't think of to bring it back to them.
that is quite sad to hear. Uh, well,
It's okay. I can bully Grimbold and I'll be.
I was about to say, no, what? No, it shows that you came from the middle of a forest. You've got the social skills of an arsewort.
At least I'm more likable than you are.
That's a fucking. No, that's a competition. That
I always love your two banter.
I don't think it's banter at this point. I think it's genuine insults.
It's just awkwardly sipping from her drink.
Like I said,
Yep.
that they had the perfect dynamic going on.
I suspect that all of my family is long since dead. I,
What race is she?
uh, as far as you can tell, she seems to be some kind of very olive-skinned, tall humanoid. She has mentioned Orvi in the past, but the word doesn't really mean a lot to you.
Okay.
She is Orvi. Go with that.
I
Okay.
am assuming I have a glass next to me filled with something very strong because I have to have a conversation with Grimbold. I will raise it to her and say, "It's okay. We can be your family."
Oh, you think I'm having this conversation with you sober? That's generous of you.
Oh no, no, I know you. I'm not. I don't even have to. You're a raging alcoholic.
That's the only way to put up with your existence.
What can I do?
Well, Liz, you've been very quiet over there. Yeah, I've never really heard much about you. What about you? Where do you hail from?
You're about half an hour late for that conversation. Liz goes back to her drink.
My apologies.
If
What about,
everyone. Go on, Aki.
and if you have something else, say I was going to ask about this orb thing that we found.
The only thing I was going to ask is if could everyone sum up their motivations for doing this in one word, what would it be? You know,
Better the safety of the creatures I care about back in the forest.
I'm just curious.
safety,
Mistakes.
curious, mistakes. Ray, what about you? What's your motivation?
Me?
Yes.
Well,
You're here now, you're partaking.
I suppose to find out more about the world in which I live, to find out what happened to me, more of who I am. Yeah, I only have vague recollections. It's like walking through a town with very heavy mist and only occasionally seeing a building and struggling to place where anything belongs. So yes, I guess just to learn more, maybe uncover elements of my past.
I hope you'll manage with that.
Well, you're a very capable lot, so I think.
Ah, it's fucking
to some
generous.
degree- You
Oh
have
my god, I'm
already
so
just
tempted to kick you off the chair.
You've done quite a bit in just the short time that I've known you. When we first met, you were defeating or at least working with a large group of some kind of bandits.
Oh no, that was Petra. She slept her way to that help.
In either case, you made it out with everything you wanted. And now we've come to this island. You told me there was some kind of strange goings on with ogres.
Liz actively chokes on a suppressed, awkward laugh at the everything we wanted.
Yeah. Uh, hmm.
Well,
Oh, and not to cheat you out of anything, my fucking one word motivation is quite simple and maybe not as what's the word noble as the rest of yous. Revenge.
I'm sure we'll all hit there at some point in our life.
Oh, aye, we definitely will. We 100% will.
Okay. But as you say revenge, I want to turn to you with my drink in my hand.
No
kind of
against
wobbling
you.
Around careless. No, shut up. And as you say that, I will also kind of go. Okay. So can I get a description of the person you need revenge for?
They've got blue hair, wings. They're kind of,
No,
they're kind of
the
an
other one,
annoying
the
twat.
other one.
They're
No,
sitting in front of me right now.
No, the other one, the other one. I know I'm in the line.
Oh, you're back of the queue, I'm afraid. You're not that big on my list. Sorry.
So tell me the description of my future best friend.
Oh, you're a funny one.
I know. I told you I don't need you to reassure me on it.
You lack the wit to read sarcasm, you silly bint.
Well, I've got you to want revenge. I want to hear your tragic story.
Ah, you think I have a tragic story?
I don't know. I mean, you murdering people is still tragic.
Well, why do you assume I've murdered people?
Oh, please, you're an angry little bitch. Of course you murder people. When you're
Not how that
freaking out.
works. One, incorrect, and two, that's not how that works.
Uh-huh. So what happened?
Yes.
Who was killed?
Ah. Nearly me? Question mark?
Oh, that's a sad.
As that's why you're not getting to hear it and laugh at it.
No, come on, come on. But you wanted to be buddies. I need to know you to be buddies.
Exactly, and I feel so welcome telling you is something you can laugh at.
I'm not gonna laugh, I promise.
And
That is a lie.
I will not laugh either.
I will give you a sip of my very important to me drink as a way to reassure you. If you
Oh,
if you tell the
I'm
story,
not
I
drinking
will
that
not laugh.
water. I'm not drinking that
It's
water.
not water, you fucker. How dare you assume it's water?
I'm drinking the same stuff as I look at my cup.
Welcome to
Ah.
drinking vodka. Straight out of the bottle.
I assume if you're drinking
Hmm.
alcohol, it's from the smuggler's cave. Which I believe you got some dwarven reserve.
Yep.
Whatever. I'll give you
The
some
good
of this.
shit. My shit is too much to go into, put it bluntly.
We have
We'll
time.
just
Come on.
oh well, we don't have enough. We'll go with people don't like my existence, believe it or not.
Oh my god, shockers.
Imagine.
Yeah. Oh my god, same though.
But you
Just like me, for real,
mentioned
for real.
Revenge.
I
Yeah.
know we do have like 8 months, at least.
Oh, we did more than 8 months, I'm afraid. There was a book of grudges. I am in some of them.
Well, for these grudges, which is the one that you hold? You mentioned something about wanting revenge for something.
Yes.
Well, if I might ask, what is the thing that you want revenge for?
Oh, nearly being murdered's always a good start.
I wouldn't say so.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't. You're undead, for fuck's sake.
I wasn't before.
You are now, though.
Out of the point. How dare you make the plot convenient for
It's not a plot, it's a fucking fact.
Well,
I'll prove you.
Fuck's sake. I'm more alive than you, and I've got a stone cold heart myself, for fuck's
You
sake.
have a heart. That's the difference.
do you not wish
That
to
sounds
kill
like I'm
us
a one up.
They have hearts though. It's something to think about.
But yes, I don't appreciate nearly being very bluntly, I don't appreciate nearly being killed.
Yeah.
You know,
I
just
see, I see.
good thing, you know, that's why I came, because that's why I fled to a middle of fucking nowhere place. In the middle of the ocean.
I see, I
Nice
see.
quiet
I'll
here.
just nod to that. Since I did promise not to make fun of it.
Yeah,
Mostly.
but in your head.
Well, do you have a description of this person at least, so that if we see them, we might.
Persons, several and fucking dangerous.
Oh, well now the plot thickens.
Well, put it this way. And I'm not even trying to be funny. It's better yous don't know. Just
I'll
know,
just-
if I sprint the other direction at the fastest you've ever seen me move, probably run.
Or I go shake their hand.
But what if we just assume that it is a large collection of alcohol that you're running to?
You'll know.
You'll know it when it happens.
Fair enough.
You will know when I decide, yeah, I'm not doing that.
You'll know when you look around and you don't see him around.
Could you at least
Oh,
tell
no,
us
the
where
o-
you're from?
Oh, I'm from the Dwarf Lands, of course. All the way in the west.
opposite
That's
of
where
where
that's where the manor was.
manor. Okay. Yeah, so you're from the opposite. I'm from the other side.
What I would say is my memory is
It's okay, you're an alcoholic, we expected that.
yes, we'll go with that.
At this point, you don't know which memories are from drunken nights or when you're sober.
Pretty much.
Say, I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the word for a place of a collection of knowledge? I'm still not used to your common yet.
Are you
Or a
talking
library.
about a library?
Oh, what was that, Grimbold?
A library.
A library.
Do you know where any of these might be? I'm curious to visit one.
Not in the
sometime
fucking
in
ocean.
minutes.
About 10,000 miles that way.
That is quite a lot of
Liz
miles.
generally just points in a random direction, not knowing which direction we're actually going from this point in the ship.
Mm. And I will be the serious one. I will explain that we need a place that has civilization, probably buildings. Most common cities usually have libraries.
Well, yes, I suppose expect that, but I do not know the world, or this world. So much has changed since anything I remember. I do not know where the closest one might be, but if we ever are near where one would be, I would be very interested in going to learn things.
Noted. I will try to keep an eye out. Maybe we can even venture to a place with civilization next. Depends on what Petra decided.
Following the orbs, right?
On YouTube must resist singing song.
What song?
What do I do
You know the
with
Fallout 3
darkness,
song,
Alex?
Civilization, I'll stay right here.
Oh.
I don't know if saying the actual name would freaking also trigger YouTube, so I don't know.
DMCA. DMCA.
Right?
How many orbs again were we supposed to get by chance?
I don't fucking remember.
Too many.
Would you
No,
like
no.
to make a history check?
I think so. I think we all agree on that. Do we?
Sorry, boys, I fucking got it covered.
How to get total
Complete
recall
your
towers?
contract 3.
3.
So we're halfway there.
We've got
Third
one.
of the way, aye.
Where
third
are
of
we
the way there.
going?
Another fucking island.
Oh. Well,
Shocker, I know, in the middle of the sea.
Why are we going there then?
Part of
Contract.
the
that we
contract.
mistakenly signed.
No. Oh my god. What's the mission there? Do we know?
Collect the orbs.
Oh,
So, out of character, for the history check, you will remember the details of all this. Basically, you've got these different artifacts that you have to collect. You don't know what they're for or what they do, just that you have a different artifact in your possession that kind of blinks and grows more bright when it's close to one of the things that you're pursuing. There were a couple of different markings on the map that you were given for places that you could go to check for them. And the last one that you guys had contemplated going to after the one in So you were on Glarthir's Island to start, and then went to Horgoth's End, which is where you're currently at anchor near. And you had talked about going to Vivenfrost, the Vivenfrost Island in the Vivenfrost archipelago.
Okay.
As the next one, which is to your northwest.
The real question is, what happens if we just sell them off and get rich?
Contract expires and then we die.
Oh, come on. Slam
You
my
know,
fist against the table.
Unlike the undead over here, I like living.
I can make it a hell for you to change that.
I'd like to see you fucking try.
I don't need to. It seems to be already working.
I'm confused. Why do you keep referring to her as undead?
Yes. She fucking is.
No.
We seen you get fucking died and carried away. I know what I fucking saw.
Maybe you should wear glasses then.
The undead don't leave fucking survivors. They don't drag you. They don't just drag you away. We
Maybe
seen
they
that.
just wanted to have a normal
What did they want? A hug? Is that what you're saying? They tried to fucking hug me as well and drag me away until I caved their heads in.
I do not know
Well-
how I know this, but I can say with a high degree of certainty that she is not.
She's worshipping an undead god.
Well, who
An-
she
an
worships,
old one.
I can say nothing of.
I'm not worshipping anyone. Did you see me pray? Huh? Huh?
No,
Huh?
but you gave us a history lesson.
Oh, but my
on
spine
the,
did.
Yeah, you gave us a history lesson of like the undead king or whatever his fucking name was.
What history lesson? Were you listening?
You said
I was listening, but that was about 2 months ago now, out of character. So
you said his
think I'm-
name about like 5 times, I think. Maybe less.
Whatever. I'm not undead.
Can't remember his name though.
a deathless king is what his name was, and you're telling me that's not an undead?
No.
I did make notes.
That was. It's like a child being caught freaking stealing cookies. No.
No, you're
Me.
I'm not. My hand wasn't in the cookie jar.
It's that
It wasn't
fucking
the
fish
cookie
chamber.
jar, It was fucking in your face, making.
Essentially, actually, Ray, you will know this. See the banshee that was there that essentially tried to convince us, along with our friend, we are here to have our souls, was Celia. She was the
you want to
third
have this
dynasty.
argument? You want
Yeah,
to
we're
have
having
this
this argument again.
Yeah,
Wait
yeah,
a
yeah.
second, Ray.
Oh my god. Okay, kids, cover your ears. Mom and fighting again.
Well, this is when I go walk upstairs.
Yes. Our first stream of 2023. Fighting
I
again.
confirm of absolutely hating each other.
Of course,
No,
that's the
Dad,
best family
no.
dynamic. What do you mean? Our children will be some
I'm gonna put a coin on the table. See if anybody else bets on this fight.
Bro,
I bet on myself.
placing bets. Beautiful.
I can simply just kick him off the chair. He's so short.
Good luck. Good luck. Your head will be through the bottom of the deck, and you'll be having a wee swim.
Can't you catch yourself on the table with the boots and you won't like fall over?
Now, that is getting quite finicky.
Yeah, he will have to.
Yes, I'm
his-
just gonna. If you pick the table up and can hold it, I can technically stand underneath the table. Just say. But anyhow, Ray, what do you know of the Revoso? What do you know of the Third Dynasty?
It does sound familiar.
as we were told by Sylvia of the Third Dynasty, that was about 2,000 years ago. We know roughly what the purple orbs are that we're collecting, and all we know is that it's to do with the same bloke that Leah here is bending the knees to of the Deathless King.
The only knee bending happening here is yours if you're not gonna shut up.
You
Listen, right, you're so
remember-
used to the knee bending. You're always getting knocked out in a fight.
That's not where I was going with the bending.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I couldn't make the joke
At
because
least
she
when my
fucking
knees
bites.
are bent, I'm still taller than you.
You have eyes. Congratulations.
I also have a
Yep.
better range of eyes, apparently.
I
Eh?
remember fire. I remember she's kind of like shrinking into herself and holding her hands up by the side of her head. I remember vast quantities of people, roads filled with refugees. I remember the color of the sky. Purple, pink, indescribable hue. I remember fear permeating the land. There were talks amongst the priesthood.
You're very quiet.
It was very... No, it is... I've lost it. I think this third dynasty that you are talking about is where I am from.
How old would you say you were?
Me, I am... Well, as far as I know, I am... I think 26.
Interesting.
She kind of recovers
Um,
herself and regains her composure.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Go ahead.
Let's see. Normal.
Yep. She seems to be telling the truth as far as her perception.
Okay.
I would like to stand up from the table and just sit next to her, kind of, to comfort. Oh my god, English, comfort her.
She kind of takes your arm and squeezes it a little. I don't know. I feel like I'm still missing something. Something important. I'm sorry I cannot remember more.
Sure, once we find more orbs, something might help you trigger your memory. If you're connected to this in some way.
Only time will tell.
we're still going northwest, right?
This is your ship?
Yeah. How long will it take us to get there, Chum?
It will take... Pull up that map. Probably take you a couple of weeks to get there from your current location.
Okay, so we have plenty of time to do something on board. Okay. Well, like after the meeting and stuff, I think I'll get to know the dog that I saved the better. You know, just when we're done with this this section,
Yeah, absolutely.
when everybody gets up. But that's what I plan on doing. So what's everybody else gonna do now? While we wait.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit next to. God damn it. To Ray and just. I don't know, comfort her. I think that talking about that was really a big no-no for her.
Yeah, I
She
figured
seems
that's
more frustrated than anything else. Like, it's worn on her a little bit, but yeah, the lack of being able to recall these things that seem important to her is more
In that
what's
case,
driving her.
I will ask her if she wants to go just to the top of the deck and just look around, enjoy the view, breathe some air, kind of distract her.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a good idea. Besides, so have you four decided the next location then?
we just follow where the orb takes us.
We'll have a look at a map. Have a look at a map. We'll see. Are we all satisfied with what we've done here to start with?
Liz just shrugs.
Yeah, we can get to know each other better more as time goes on.
I think if we don't know if we're done here, I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think we're done
Right,
Just- getting in trouble.
I'll. We had a route. We did have a route. I'll fucking go to the map. Shunzen should know it. I kind of described it to him not too long ago.
Indeed. Do you go up to the top deck where Shunzen is?
Yes.
All right.
Just because I know it'll slightly annoy Leah.
I will just ignore you because I am really focused on Ray right now, and you are not a priority.
Oh, I know you're focused on it, don't you, buddy? Love.
Do you
I'm more focused on
join,
making sure we don't die.
Rebosa on the top deck as well, Leah?
Yeah, sure.
I'll sit
Well,
right
I mean,
next
of
to her.
course.
I'm going to wherever my dog is at is where I'm going.
All right. He is on the mid deck.
I want to see if I can maybe use this thing for combat because he's not like the other dog.
And Liz, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go fish.
Alrighty.
Man, I love fish.
As goblins do. Alright, Lord of the Rings stuck in my head with Smeagol.
All right.
Forgetting that that's considered a wall.
Yeah, all of the sections of the ship are walled in. Are you trying to go for a swim?
No, I was gonna sit on the freaking whoozy what's it?
I can move you right on it. You might be stuck though, so just let me know if you want to move from there. But anyway, so Grimbalds, you approach Shinzen, who is kind of sitting by the side, lost in thought as you approach. Grimbald, it's been a minute. Well, we finished offloading everything you found on the island. We're all set to go whenever you guys are.
Oh, I think the consensus out of everyone is that we're off to the next island.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Drink
with
a lot
the
of water.
chart that we with the course that we charted last time, it should take somewhere between 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the weather. Hope you guys brought winter gear. It's gonna be getting cold up there.
Ah. Could do. That stuff you unloaded should have a bunch of clothes in it, I think.
Any tailors amongst you?
No, I think. Unless somebody can magically tailor it. Like, it doesn't need to be like too tightly fit, neatly fitting. If the purpose is to keep us warm, I don't necessarily, I'm not appearing in front of a king.
I just
Hopefully.
don't know I haven't taken stock of the inventory myself, but unless it's specifically winter clothes, we'll have to sew something together to thicken up the linings.
Oh, we could just how many clothes is there? There's a lot. I know that.
Yeah. Well, we can go through it on the way.
We'll just start wearing layers.
That's one way of doing it, I suppose.
It doesn't. Nothing. Have you seen this ship, Shinson? Nothing professional.
Yeah, it gets you from A to B.
Yeah, remember the
Fucking
name of
barely
our
does
ship?
that. I could.
And what was that?
No, I just said remember the name of our ship.
I don't actually. What did you guys end up naming your ship?
Something stupid.
It was something very stupid.
That does track.
Am I the only one that actually remembers the actual name?
I think I wrote it down somewhere.
Share your information. Share your treasure.
Ship-faced.
Yeah, it was ship-faced.
Yeah,
Ship
knew it was
faced,
ship
that's
something.
right. Beautiful.
I knew it was ship something.
Alright. Well, unless there's anything else, I can tell the lads to get rowing and pull up the anchor.
Yes, please. We would love that.
Alright, lads. Time to get going. Seymour, you and Jones get up here, get the anchor, and we'll make way.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Two of them run up the stairs, happy to be finally moving again. They kind of run in between Rebosa and Leah, go around the anchor at the moment, pull it up, and getting back downstairs in about 10-15 minutes or so. The drums begin, and so does the rowing.
Did you say the drums?
The drums, indeed. They've got to keep the beat
Oh, yes.
for the timing. Boom, boom, boom.
Off and on, when I can, I would like to train the. Do I know what type of dog it is? Not the blank one, but the other one. It was more like a beast, wasn't it?
It is a type of creature. If you don't, I don't think that.
I don't think we were called what it was last time.
Yeah, if you would like, you can attempt a. Call it a nature check.
Nature check. Okay, that's not good, but. Why did all my chat logs just pop out? I didn't ask them to pop out, but whatever. Hey.
All right. You recall that this type of creature is specifically known as a Valinar hound.
Is that with the F?
As a V. Valinar.
Eleanor. Okay.
I will post it in the chat. Oh. Had list selected accidentally.
Liz, you know Valinar.
They are animals of
They're actually smart.
mixed magical descent, related to some degree to the Feywild, but have been in the what would you refer to it as? Yeah, just the material plane for a significant amount of time. The Blink Dog, who I believe people did discover what he was. No, she, I think. Wait a minute, I gotta
She.
double check.
I remember that.
Yeah. Blink Dogs tend to be more Fey and more involved with the Feywild, and usually grow up there, or are recently pulled from the Feywild, or their parents were. Whereas Valinar hounds and other Valinar creatures are associated with the ancient elven society of Valinar, which doesn't ring a bell to you in terms of like I think how to put that. Like you're familiar with the concept of the Elven Society of Valinor, but you don't really know anything about it.
But I do know it comes from like the Fey elves and stuff like that, though.
Something to do with elves, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We go to I'll just research it some more if we go to an elven community. Yeah.
Yes, it is a very smart creature nonetheless.
Okay. Like intelligent smart or just like dolphin smart, I guess, in a sense.
I don't know what distinction you're trying to make.
Like intelligent weapon smart or like dolphin, gorilla ape type smart.
Yes.
Yes. I do you know what distinction you're trying to like? I don't know what you're trying to compare in that regard.
I was seeing if it was like as smart as like an intelligent weapon where it can speak, or if it's knowledgeable enough to where it's like a gorilla and like it knows what I'm saying, it just can't communicate back and stuff like that.
I will say this. You know that the animal can understand common. Have you tried speaking any other languages to it?
No, I just know my language and common.
Alright. So, you...
Actually, let me double check on that. I think there's a third one in there. I actually do know Elvish.
Have you spoken Elvish to it?
I could try since I found out that it's Elven kind. I'll do Elvish and common.
It seems to respond to both.
Okay. Yeah.
Seems to understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Has a bit of personality to him. Doesn't necessarily like, you know, if you're like, come here, he maybe like plays around a little bit, and you know, doesn't always do precisely what you say, but it's clear he understands what you're saying.
Gotcha. He might be a dick about it or not, depending on his mood. Okay. Well, I'll throw him a treat for whatever he eats. I guess I'll find out later.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing him random stuff right now at the moment. I did that for like the week off and on to learn more about this creature.
Fair enough.
And of course ship duties, but you know, that's normal.
Alrighty. For the first few days, do groups of 3 days at a time. Alright. So first off, so after a couple days of reasonable sailing and rowing, you are making your way around one of the other small islands at the end of this chain, and not Ribusha, but Shunzen remarks that the seabed is getting closer to the hull of the ship, and they're going to have to make their way through here carefully. As they round the bend, you pass by what appears to be a ship graveyard with easily half a dozen to a dozen wrecks, wood splintered, showing up between the waves. To make it through safely, you guys will require some rolls.
What rolls would we require?
Well, navigation with water vehicles would be a plus.
Amazing. Good thing I've been learning that shit.
I've apparently learned Shadow Clone Jutsu. I am both on the main deck and in the rowing deck.
Alright, now.
How did that happen?
We'll call this. can
Where
help
the
with the
fuck?
navigators. You've been specifically trying to master navigators' tools, not piloting water vehicles, right?
Yes.
All right. So I will allow it in terms of you're using the navigators' tools to help determine the depth. While people are rowing slowly, you take measurements at different locations to see where rocks are about to come up, and Shunzen then uses that information to try to help pilot. So
Right.
go
Well,
ahead.
I've got a brilliant idea actually.
Oh,
If I'm just doing that, give me a moment, Shinzen. I'll just walk down the side of the boat and stick my head in the fucking water. Do I see any rocks?
fair enough. That's a way of doing it. So instead of making you do a test for it, you just will automatically succeed that and give him advantage on his piloting test.
Just stick my head out. Right a bit. Left a bit.
That'll be nice. Thanks to the advantage, he rolled a nat 20 for piloting you through safely.
Hey.
Let's go.
Was there anything you guys wanted to do with the graveyard while you're here?
Is there anything that looks like usable?
There's a number of wrecked ships. You're welcome to do what you think is appropriate.
I'm gonna ask if we can stop here for a bit, and I'm gonna see if I can take a swim. If everybody's cool with that.
I guess so, yeah.
Why not?
All right.
See if there's anything salvageable here.
Be wary, it'll be dangerous out there and slippery.
I'm good with slippery. That didn't come out right, but you get the idea.
Right. They throw down the anchor and drop one of the boats back in the water for you to take out.
Alright. And I'll just, I guess, see if there's anything nearby. See what I can use.
Yeah, so there are 5 ships that are clustered all together. Let's I see. Alright, let us move back to this one. Alright. So that's right. I had filler. Alright, so your little boat is about here.
We're about to play battleship.
Indeed. draw some different ships collapsed in around here. And then around there. So, where would you like to go? You see the two in front of you, or directly ahead of you, appear to be relatively intact, with the hulls severely damaged, broken in, and they're just kind of high on these rocks. The one off to your right has been broken in half against a really large rock, kind of jutting out of the water, and the two to the left seem partially submerged.
Alright. I try the one on the right. The one that broke. Yeah, the one that broke in half.
First of all, is anybody joining him?
He's away in a swim in the water, isn't he?
Well, I'm in this small boat. I haven't technically gone out.
Fuck it. Sure.
I don't know if I want to join. I'm kind of cozy here on the boat.
You made a new friend.
And Liss.
I suppose Liss shall go.
Alrighty. That is 3 of ya. So, you're able to get about there before things look any kind of dicey. But now, the sea is getting really choppy, getting really close to some rocks. What are you going to do to safely get aboard this crashed ship?
I was gonna do some acrobatic stuff to get up there. I don't know about them.
Alrighty.
I'm just here to make sure when you go for a swim, there's somebody to fucking help you. Or when the big fucking fish monster comes for a wee hug, that there's somebody close to help you.
Well, I appreciate that.
That's pretty much my only fucking I don't care what's in the boat.
How far away from the rocks?
You're like right up on them, like another 15, 20 feet or so, and you'll risk the ship getting, or your boat getting smashed up against the rocks.
Okay. I'm gonna try jumping for it.
Are you gonna jump into the water?
No, I was gonna jump onto the rock from where I'm at.
So the rock is about first of all, it comes the one that broke the ship in half is so it juts out of the water about 15, 20 feet in the air, and it has relatively sheer sides to it. There's rocks that are spread throughout here. Many are subsurface. As you get closer to here, there are a number that are breaking through, but they are good like 30 feet away. Like it's 20 feet until you're risking it, because then you're 10 feet away from rocks that are just subsurface. And then you have like an extra 10 feet to jump.
Okay, so my key point won't even help me here then.
Let me double check. your features.
It says my jump distance is doubled, but I think that's
Yeah,
still
for
too
step.
far.
So jumping, you can do a long jump where you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before jump. When making a standing long jump, you can only jump half that distance.
I think it's still too high for that.
Yeah. So you could jump with Step of the Wind, since it is it would be very tricky. I might allow you to do a long jump by running along the edge of the boat, but you'd have to do an acrobatics check to do that successfully. And then if you did that successfully, you could get twice your strength score in distance.
Why not? I'll just try to act like a monk here.
Alright, so... score, not bonus. So, you could do a 20-foot long jump with that,
Okay.
which would allow you to get onto the rocks safely. Keep in mind, the rocks that you're trying to jump on are also in the middle of the ocean and very wet, so it'll be a high DC to land. How do I want to do that? Oh yeah, when you're landing in difficult terrain, you have to make a acrobatics check 20 feet. Alright, yeah, that seems good. Alright, so first give me an acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Alright. You fall in the water.
Yeah.
I throw a rope.
It's another fee.
I throw a rope, Jim.
Alright. With the rope, are you getting back onto the ship or are you trying to swim?
Is there a chance I could grab onto the rope and then see if I can like maneuver myself using the rope somehow?
Maneuver yourself where?
Just like around the rocks or whatever.
Like onto the rocks where you're trying to jump?
Yeah, cause they're still up like 30 feet, right?
Yeah, you guys... So I'm assuming, because you could do a 20-foot jump, that you are about 15 feet out from the rocks. So
Yeah.
that way you would land and the ship would still be mostly safe.
Okay.
Or the boat would be mostly safe. So,
Okay.
you're currently about 15 feet out from the rocks. How would you use the rope to help you get up on the rocks safely?
Just like, depending on how long it is, I could just tie it onto the rocks, just to make more leverage.
I mean, I assume Grimbald is holding on or has tied the other end of the rope to your boat.
Yeah.
It's a bit of both, to be honest.
Would it be leverage to like at least tie like one?
Oh yeah, I've tied it off to the boat as well, but I'm also holding it, so there's not.
So to tie
Yeah,
the...
so-
if you were to tie the boat to the rocks, I mean, it would keep the boat in
I'm tying the
place,
rope
although
to the
it
boat.
could still be risky. But if you'd still have to get up on the rocks to tie the boat to the rocks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
tying the rope to the boat. Is
Yeah, I'm
what I
saying,
said.
and on Aki's end of the rope, I mean.
Ah,
Yeah, I was trying to find a safer place to where the boat could stay and not get wrecked, but also not like drift away.
Yeah, I mean, it would prevent it from drifting away. It wouldn't prevent it from getting wrecked. But
Yeah.
you'd still need to get up on the rocks to do that. Which you could do, but that would be an athletics check to kind of... I'd probably call it actually a combined survival and athletics. You'd have to do 2 checks. One to prevent yourself from being... You have to get the timing right, essentially, to prevent yourself being smashed against the rocks. and an athletics check to muscle yourself up in time.
I don't get to do these too often. I'll try it out.
All right.
I need to stretch out anyway.
Do you still have the rope with you?
Yeah.
Are you just holding it in your hand?
I'll tie it around my waist just to be safe.
Alrighty.
Now, feel more like Goku. Anyway, which one would you like me to do first?
Alright, go ahead and give me a survival check. This is to get the timing right, so that the waves crash and then you go in. Alright, you get the timing right. You're now up against the rock, and you've got some time before the next wave smashes against you. Go ahead and give me an athletics check in order to muscle up onto the rock before the wave hits. Alright. With a 9, the wave is going to, because you're definitely strong enough to get yourself up there. I'm going to say that you're able to get up there in time, but you take 6 bashing damage as the waves pummel you against the rock.
Alright.
But you are successfully up on the rock just below where the ship has been kind of stranded on.
And I can now tie the rope onto the rock? Or no? Still kind of wet there.
It's more about having a location. Unfortunately, the area looks too smooth around here. You've got 50 foot of rope. It looks like there is a piece of the bow of the ship that you could loop it around. You'd have to climb up to the bow of the ship first. There are a couple of ways to get there. And a couple of different things you could try. You could untie yourself from the rope, tie it in a kind of loop, and then try to throw the loop over top of the bow and secure it that way. Or you could try to climb up the sheer face of it. There's not enough rope that you could go around the other way, where the ship is split open. You could climb up that easier. There's a little risk as the ship kind of moves back and forth with the waves, but the climb itself would be easier. Unfortunately, the rope is not long enough to make it all the way back there.
Yeah. Well, I'll just toss Grimbold the ship back, and because they have a rowboat, they have a row in the boat, right?
Yeah, the boat has oars on it.
Yeah, I'll just throw Grimbold the rope back and be like, here, I'll catch you guys when I come back, I guess.
All right.
Unless they want to try to make it up here as well. But
Yeah.
I want to go inside the ship, I guess, to see if there's anything.
All right. Are you guys content to just let Aki handle it, or do you want to join him?
I'm not in there. I have no opinion.
Yeah, it would be Liss or Grimbald. You there?
What? I don't know what's happening. Actually, why
Grimbold.
no one?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, Grimbold.
he's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
he is. His internet
has
has
died.
potentially dead.
Internet. Hello?
There we go. Okay. We're
hello.
worried about you for a second.
It's been broke for the last few minutes.
Alrighty.
Apologies.
Yeah,
What have
no
I missed
worries,
in the
no
last 2
worries.
minutes of my internet killing itself?
Well, I can catch you up real quick. Liz, are you still here with us? Nasu.
Would be away checking something.
Ah, fair enough. I'll check back with him in a minute. So,
Might be getting the chickens.
yeah, that's right. So, where are we? There we go. So Aki has successfully climbed up onto the rocks. He still has the rope with him. Did you want to join him on the ship, or do you want to stay out on the boat?
I will. Ah, fuck it. I'll go up the ship. Why not? Means if he gets stuck up there, he's got a witness.
All right. You still got the rope attached to you, Aki, and you see that Grimbald looks like he's going to make his way out to you.
Well, since I know he can climb the wall, I don't know if you can you make it to the wall to climb up easily here.
I don't see why not.
So,
See if you can maybe find somewhere to tie this rope against the boat.
Too bad. I just need to really get a stable bit to walk on.
So there are a couple options. I'll give them to you, or give a couple of ones anyway, to you for free this time, but I will not be so kind in the future. But given that there is already a rope secured to both of you, with Aki's help, you could get onto the rock without any difficulty if he helps pull you up via the rope. Otherwise, it would be a survival check with your swimming to get the timing right. I wouldn't give you the athletics check because of your spider climb ability, but you would still have to get the timing right to avoid getting battered against the rocks by the waves.
Just use Aki to help me and I'll walk up. Seems simple enough.
Alright, Aki, you give him a hand with the rope?
As I cut it halfway now. Yeah.
God help you.
Alrighty.
Just enough to get my foot in, I can just walk up.
Alright. You walk up to the bow of the ship that is right up in the air.
Or maybe you can find somewhere to tie it, and I give Grimbald the rope as I walk off. 'Cause
Amazing.
I can't find anywhere to tie it up here.
I'm going to be able to fucking find anything either. Right. I'm going to do two things, Jim. I'm going to go into my bag. Going to get a hammer and a python out.
Nice.
Start hammering
no,
it
he's
in.
gonna kill someone. Run.
Hammer the python in so I can find a place to secure the boat.
Alright. So you're...
Can't find an anchor, make one yourself.
Alright, and you're just doing it, hammering in a python towards, like, the bottom of the...
Somewhere
shutting
that's
out the water.
obviously sensible, that's not gonna, wreck the boat.
Alright, easy enough. Yeah, you're able to find, like, this big chunk of the keel of the ship. Really easy to secure a python in there. Gives the boat a good amount of distance from the rocks to get pulled out from. And I'm going to say that Liss out on the ship just kind of occasionally rows to keep it from drifting into the rocks too much.
Good. Because literally all I have besides my hands are my darts and my rations. So I don't have anything on me.
I would
I'll-
recommend wearing clothes.
Well, I have clothes, of course.
I will, after securing it, I will catch up to where Aki might be. Since he left me to do this.
Alright, so you were
there-
going towards the cracked open end of the ship?
Yeah.
Alright. It appears to be a 4-decked ship. There's the bottom one. There you can see a number of barrels that are strewn about the place. A few you can see through some dim lighting up ahead still appear secured. A number that are around the break itself themselves are broken open and look empty as some crabs scuttle about.
More crabs.
Anyone
Crab.
wants crabs?
Can I go down at all or no? It's just.
So you're
is
already
this
at the
just like
bottom.
I'm already at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, you could climb up if you would like.
Okay.
Yeah, what you see is essentially the hold at the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, I'll climb up, see what's up there.
All right. Yeah, climbing in there, you see a number of different barrels that are further in and elevated off the ground. You can see that there are a good number secured.
Okay. Am I able just to open one of them, see what's inside?
Yeah, the ones that are closest to you, you pop open. It appears to be spoiled rations.
Okay.
They're ones that
yummy.
are further up. What's up?
Yummy.
Yeah.
For you, maybe. the undead.
Further up, you see a large chest that is currently closed.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Seeing if anything was in here. I'm gonna call out the Grimbold if he's still here.
He left you.
I think he left the
I'll
call.
eventually catch up to Aki after getting getting the boat. Right.
Yeah, it'll be a little hard to get up to the chest as it's the cracked portion of the ship is not like flat. It kind of juts out into the air. So it'll take either a
just-
climb check or somebody with spider climb.
Yeah, I'll just walk my ass over there and fucking have a look. Wait,
Alright.
first of all,
Mm-hmm.
I'll poke it with something to make sure it's not. Just give it a wee nudge.
Alright. As you get closer to it, the first thing that you note is that it has a somewhat ornate design. Getting closer to it, something strikes you as familiar.
How familiar?
Intimately.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no. He found his doll.
What's the name of the fucking ship? Can I go? Okay, give me a moment. Where's the name of this fucking thing?
You will have to search for that.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna check the chest
But-
first.
I will say, as you've gotten right up against the chest, you recognize the symbol on the front of it.
Yep. Sure I do.
You see me just trying to like pick the lock
Uh,
because I have no clue who these people are. So
Wasn't this?
well,
Whereabouts is the chest?
you will have to give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to get up there, Aki, as he's kind of climbed into the. It's like a 60-degree slant.
okay.
That said, Grimbald, what is your passive perception?
13.
Give me a perception check.
Acrobatics.
Less than 13.
Hog. All right. Aki, you are not able to catch up to him this round.
Alright.
Yeah, so you see
All
a
right.
chest with a familiar insignia on
I'm
the front.
poking it first with like I don't know, like a plank of wood.
Nothing happens.
All right, not a bomb. I'm gonna see if it's got. I'm gonna check for traps.
All right, give me an investigation check.
$18.
All right, with an 18, you are not able to find any traps. You do, however, hear a faint scratching sound coming from the inside of the chest.
Kind of scratching, just like small scratching, big scratching.
It's like,
Oh, so someone trying to claw its way out. Is the thing locked?
it appears to have a very simple lock.
Right.
Jim giving us ASMR.
I will try to open it, Jim.
All right. You open it and are greeted with the unfamiliar face of a vampire spawn.
I'm shutting the door. I am
Dun, dun,
shutting it.
dun.
I am shutting it.
We're recreating Twilight. Let's go.
Just, I look in there, immediately shut it.
All
Mm.
right. Let's call that an initiative roll to see if you beat it.
Just beat it.
Just beat it!
Do I have to roll it too, Jim, or no?
No, this is specifically for Grimwald.
Okay.
It's a personalized kind of torture.
Indeed,
That's well,
indeed.
you need to initiate a combat encounter, Squire.
Yeah, I'm adding both of you to it.
I'll be right back again.
There we go.
Nice.
What is your dexterity mod?
Oh, it's probably got more than me, mate. I am at a negative.
Alrighty.
Amazing. Well, question, Jim.
It was nice knowing
Yeah.
you.
Question.
Yeah.
So, I failed to shut the chest. Correct?
Correct.
So, it's open.
Mhm.
Okay. How's it dealing with the sun?
It is currently not exposed to the sun. You are in the hull of the ship. The hold.
Ah. The ship. Oh, okay, I thought we were on top. Okay. Alright, good to
However,
know.
you are in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. Well, I guess he's going for a fucking swim then. Who are you?
So
Oh, and I know you
for
can
its
talk.
turn, it looks at you and like puts its hands out, like holding the chest open. It's
Now who-
you.
I swear if this thing says dad.
If it says dad as well, I'll be very confused.
So,
do I know
technically, we
you?
are in combat rounds, but we are also not in combat rounds
Do I know you?
until somebody does some combat.
Oh, he's not swinging at me. Okay.
He's not swinging at you
Mm,
yet.
my hand is glowing. I'm slowly backing up as well.
So that was its turn. Are you doing anything?
Who
other
are you
than,
and why are you here?
We've been looking for you. Father sends his regards.
Question, how rickety is the ship? In the
Pretty
wood?
rickety. It is pretty smashed up.
Decisions.
Sign another
Hmm.
contract.
No. Right. Well. Okay, let's leave. Immediately.
I'm not out there.
You're only down a little. I think you're within eyesight of me?
Yeah, you're about 30 feet away, Aki.
Okay.
Which also, you should roll your initiative.
Alright. Where is that again? Oh yeah, there it is.
Alrighty. So, Grimbald, how far did you back away during your turn?
Only enough that I'm not within melee range.
Alright. So you're about 10 feet away from him.
How big's the ceiling?
It's relatively close. It'd be... let's say... 8 feet high.
Okay, next question. He is in the chest, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Where Aki is water, correct? Or just hull?
There's water at his feet, yeah.
Is it open air?
It is.
And this is up at a 60-degree slope. How is the chest lodged there?
It is tied in via ropes. Held down. It's like netting.
Right. Okay. Can I just... Okay, how much rope?
Like it's like netting.
Not much.
You're thinking of cutting it?
And having it slide all the way down to where Aki is in the water and in the open air? Definitely.
I would say...
I was gonna say if it's just like lodged there, I was just gonna cast grease on it and it just so it could slide all the way down since he's in the chest.
Right. Alright. So... yeah, I was checking to see if you got... I couldn't remember how martial Artificer was. So it would require 2 attacks, or a very good single attack with a bladed weapon to free it. If you could think of other ways to free it, then...
Oops.
I have a dagger and 2 swings.
You do have 2 swings?
Yes. Extra attack. Armorer. I get extra attack at level 5.
Okay. I didn't know that was a armor feature. Yeah, I was just looking at the base features. Fair enough. Then yes, with 2 attacks, you could in
I'll just
fact...
walk up and just cut it.
All right.
Just like, I'm not dealing with this shit. As soon as he said his line there, I'm gonna be like, yeah, no. Dialogue over.
All right, Aki, I am going to need a dexterity saving throw to dodge the
Aki,
chest
move.
coming at you.
Just dexterity?
Yep. It's a saving throw, not a check.
Oh, come on. That was almost an 18.
All right. You take...
Oh.
16 bashing damage as the chest slams into you. It also slams into the rocks, and with that amount of damage, it is coming apart. You see a terrified-looking vampire spawn that takes. That's when it starts and ends its turn. Okay, so it is both in the light and in running water currently. Aki, you are up.
How far away is it from me?
It is in melee range, right next to you.
Would I be able to?
But it is prone.
Is it? Would I be able to kick it far enough so it like slides off or no?
I would call that a. Actually, I think it does have shove as a default normal action. Yeah. So shove. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. The target of your shove must be no more than one size larger than you, and it must be within your reach, which it is. You make a strength athletics check contested by the target, strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check. You succeed automatically if it's incapped, which it is not. If you succeed, you can push it up to 5 feet away. So
I can ground pound it. Kill it.
Ground pound it.
Don't let it speak.
Alright, well, you see that I'm really hurt right now, but I'll try my best. I think I get 4 attacks, right? Base.
Punch, and then flurry of blows.
Yep, you could do it like that. And it does
Does that
not appear to be a limit to the number of times you can shove somebody with an action. It just says that it replaces the attack.
Yes, so technically with flurry of blows, I think he can just shove someone 4 times if he's trying to be a troll.
It is true.
Technically. I think just
off the ship, so how many times that needs to take?
Alright, I'm going to say it would take 2 shoves to knock him into the water.
Just 2 unarmed strikes then?
Yes.
Is
So you
that how it
make
goes?
your... let's see.
athletics.
Yeah, so do 2 strength athletics checks.
Okay. There,
Oh.
hey,
Alrighty, and that would be versus his athletics or acrobatics. We'll just call it. Date. The first one you successfully push.
Oh, come on.
That would be a failure.
Can I do flurry of blows?
Alright. You have 2 more attacks.
Alright. Come on.
Just barely succeed that one.
Oh, nice.
Alright. Vampire spawn goes plop into the water. And you're about right there, right on the edge.
Just kick him in the mouth. Just push his head under.
Oh, I do have 1 more attack.
You do?
Just do that as he goes down, I guess. Or whatever.
Alright, make your attack
Oh,
roll.
he's in the water. Now, is this a normal attack roll?
This is an unarmed attack.
Okay. Making sure it wasn't a,
Yeah, you could use your feature if you wished as well.
no, that's good.
That'll hit. Alright. It is now the vampire spawn's turn. They are beginning its turn in sunlight.
I can move away from it still. So can I do that?
Oh, yes, you can. It
I
will be
just wanna-
taking an attack of opportunity, but it is at disadvantage.
He's got mobile.
Mobile. Yeah.
Ah, fair enough. Then it does not.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty. The
Now I have to use my key points for like every attack I do.
takes 20 damage from being in sunlight. And it is going to take that 2d6 from the waves bashing it against the rock, which is 4 damage.
Anything
it is
from the
going
water?
to use its spider climb ability to climb back up. And
Anything from... How's it handling the water, perchance?
it does not take damage from running water until the end of its turn.
Yeah, so we need to fucking drown it.
It climbs back up and runs into the sunlight on this side of you, Aki. Or out of the sunlight in the hold of the ship onto the inside of you. And it is going to take... You know what, actually? It's gonna bare its fangs at you before it runs towards Grimbald. Not quite making it there. It is going to be 10 feet shy of you, Grimbald. You will return to Father. And it will end its turn there. Grimbald, what are you doing?
So it's in the fucking... What do you call it now?
It's back in the hold.
Back in the hold. Right. Yeah, I'm not having any of this. Time we have a punch up.
In my head, I'm just like, great, we have an undead and a vampire in our party. Wonderful. As I hear Father.
That'll hit.
And then I'll just do my second punch anyway.
Ooh.
Hey! Go to fucking sleep. 19 damage.
Alrighty.
And I will do... Yes, I will then bonus action cast Sanctuary on myself. Oop, deduct that. That's me.
Alrighty then. Alrighty. So, Aki, you're up. It is about 20 feet up this hole. If you want to get up to it, it is going to require an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do acrobatics.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me that acrobatics roll.
Got
Alright.
a 10.
Unfortunately, you are not able to make it up and slide back down. I'm going to say that costs 20 feet of your movement.
Did I try throwing a dart at it? Just
You
to
can.
do something? Let's see. Wow. Rolled a 10.
And another 10. Tragically, that does not hit it.
No, we had 3 10s in a row. Wonderful.
Oh.
We're cursed!
That's a lot of luck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to do?
Not ranged. So, guess I could try to get up there again. If I may. Would that be
Yep, that
20
would just
feet?
be movement. You need to make another acrobatics or athletics check, though, to scramble up.
Alright. Nope.
Another
Okay.
10. The curse lives on. Alright, that'll be another 20 feet of movement.
Alright. That's all my movement. I got 40. So.
Alrighty. It is the vampire spawn's turn. It recovers some of its health.
I was at least going to try to give you a flanking guess, but
That's fine.
The vampire spawn runs at you, Gaz, and attempts to bite you.
Wisdom saving throw.
Indeed.
Do you not want to become a vampire? Do you not want to reenact Twilight?
21.
Yep. Alright, now he needs to actually hit me.
yeah, with you guys' high AC.
16.
Miss.
And double check. Every? There we go. Any creature target. Attack. Next attack.
Is this a goblin werewolf I don't know about? We have an undead vampire, and then we're just missing a werewolf.
Yeah, I get. Dang. So it doesn't matter that it saves once; it keeps having to make the save for every attack. I'm guessing.
No idea. I don't remember. I don't often use this spell. Tell the spell ends. Any creature targets you with the word. The creatures. Da 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 da. Well, they failed to save the target. Let's choose a new target or lose the. Hang on. Word the creature the until a spell ends. Any creature targets you with the word creature with an attack or harm for spell. Possibly yes. Yes, every time he does it, he needs to roll. It fucking seems doesn't. It's not like a once and done thing. The spell doesn't protect ward creatures from an area fix, which is fireball. Wow, the spell's actually better than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's.
I thought it was a. I thought it was a one and done kind of thing, but it's not.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna look at that more later. I wonder if there's like a clarification, because that is strong as shit. If it makes you have to like roll versus your save, 2 saves, basically giving you an extra armor bar for every attack.
Creature who targets the word creature attack has a wisdom saving throw. On a failed creature must choose a new target or lose the attack. The spell doesn't protect a ward creature from air effects such as fireball. If the ward creature makes an attack, casts a spell, infects it, or deals damage to the other creature, the spell ends. The spell ends when I punch him next time on my turn.
What about if I punch?
No, it's only me. It does it. I've been sleeping on this spell for years. Then Jesus. Huh. Oh well. Nor safe, please, Jim. if that's the case. I never used this spell. I never realized it's actually decent.
Yeah, I'll look more into that later, because that is strong as fuck for a first
I
level
swear
spell.
did this get edited or something? I don't think it never used to be like this or something.
Yeah, because that's for 10
I
rounds
swear-
of combat.
Why
you
are
have
you
to make the
doubting it?
save
It's
each
helping you.
time.
Oh no, no. Well, it's not. It's 10 rounds of combat if I don't do anything.
Yeah,
if
if
I
you don't
be a
do anything,
traffic
still,
cone,
Still,
if
though,
I be a
that is
traffic
not
cone,
bad.
sure, it's pretty good for a first level spell.
Alright, well, it made it through the first time, so it doesn't necessarily realize anything is up. It is going to have to pass another wisdom. Well, actually, if a multi-attack is an attack action, I might say it has to do it every round rather than for multi-attack. Now we're getting really into the fucking weeds.
Yeah, you're really getting finicky with it now, Chim. Just
Oh, yeah, let's just say for each time for now. Rather
pick
than
one
fucking...
and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. 20.
Yes. Now
Then
swing at me.
I'm just gonna do the third one as well. The third one's gonna fail. 18 to hit.
Miss. 19 AC.
Alright, and then it brings its other hand up to claw at you as its first one scrapes against your armor. And then it kind of holds its claw in the air, unable to bring it down, looking kind of confused. Grimbold, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So he's where I was roughly again, yeah?
He is 5 feet away from you now, standing right in front of you.
Alright. I'm not doing this. I'm gonna just disengage action back to Aki.
Oh no.
Right?
I lost
Aki.
him.
Oh. Hello?
Hello.
Right.
Alright.
We're gonna do something very simple here. Start punching holes in the roof.
There are
Okay.
4 floors above, or 3 floors above you. You should keep
No,
in
start
mind.
punching holes in the floor. Well, we better start making some sunlight, because he's not gonna come out here, where the sun is.
So action.
Alright, let's just stand here where the sun is. What's he gonna do?
Attack you? He can't.
Well, I can.
You can try.
I'll do that my next turn. I'll move over there.
I've
Alright,
moved next to you.
so you are within the sunlight. I'm going to say that there is... Yeah, because of the slant, there's only a sliver of sunlight you're able to, like, be on the cracked end of the ship with. It's about,
I thought there was a
5
lot more than just a sliver.
Well, it's the shape of the thing is like you've got this rock coming up, right? And then you've got the ship.
Okay, no, I see where you're going with here. I see where you're going with.
Just like that. So you've got
Right.
this like slim area down here that you guys are standing on that's exposed to the sunlight.
Alright, well, I'll just stay down here. But it's not gonna go anywhere. Well, will I? No, it's gonna let it come to me. Probably. Yeah, no, fuck it. I've done it. I've made my decision. I'm here. You go, Aki.
It seems to know you. Should I really kill it?
Yes.
That was a hard-
Atomize it.
Too bad my thunderous smite is sound and not light.
All right, it is 25 feet away from you currently.
Is there light like right here?
Yep.
I just go there and throw a dart, I guess.
All right. There's just 5 feet of movement. It's about 30 feet away from you. Throw the dart.
I have 8 darts left. Let's see.
It is at disadvantage as you are outside of its attack range, or you're in the long range of the attack of the dart.
All right. Nope. I got an 8.
Yeah, the ship rocks with the waves and it throws your aim off.
Mm.
All right.
Alright.
Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
No, but I don't have anything on me, so
Okay,
yes.
let's just leave. What's it gonna fucking do? Follow us?
Sure. We could do that.
Yeah, fuck it. I could just stay here.
It doesn't like sunlight, so yeah.
Fuck him. We'll just leave. I'm not dealing with this shit.
At least we know Leah isn't a vampire.
Oh my, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, Leah's an undead though. Yeah, no, Leah is an undead. This,
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
what-
god, I will
this
punch you.
Joker's fucking delusional.
What
On
un-
here.
We need to find out what undead likes the sunlight.
What'd you say?
So we need to find out which undeads like the sunlight.
Like the sunlight.
Because she
Most-
doesn't.
I mean, isn't affected by it. Well, there's a few. Doesn't says they like it, and it's hard to tell. Leah's always a moody bitch, so that could just be her not liking it.
True, true.
Can hear you.
That's some long distance hearing.
That
you
Mhm.
hear
echo
with your
location
tickling
of
ears.
getting shit talked.
I shipped him. I don't trust him.
So can I just like jump off the ship?
You can.
Safely because I have a featherfall thingy, I think.
A featherfall would not help you in this circumstance. Featherfall helps you. It helps in not taking fall damage. Jumping off the ship, you would have to pass a athletics check to swim away from the ship against the current that's pushing you up against it, to avoid getting hit up against the rocks again.
What if I went like, hold on, I know
Oh, wait,
towards the boat?
You could climb up the boat.
No, I mean our boat.
Yeah, I mean either way, you're still having to swim against the, because you're on a rocky outcropping. So jumping off the rocky outcropping in any direction, you're still gonna like have to be dealing with waves going in and out.
'Cause I was thinking about running, maybe bashing into them, if possible. Take them with me, kind of deal, as I like fall into the water.
He is in the hold. Like the hold is closed in the entire area. There are 3 levels of the ship above where the spawn is, and you guys are at the bottom area of the ship, like on some rocks essentially, with like loose broken boards scattered about. You
Okay.
could run off of the rocky outcropping to either side, or you could climb up the ship in order to get away from him. If you were to run at him, you would still need to like be climbing up the incline. You could, in theory, punch a hole through the bottom of the hull or like break open a hole that way and try to slip out in that direction. And if you were like high up to where the like bow of the ship is in the air and to punch a hole through there, then you would be dropping into the water from far enough away that the rocks wouldn't be enough of an issue to struggle against. But then you'd have to be running by the vampire and also succeed in punching a hole in the bottom of the ship, or like carving it out somehow.
I think I just dive like here, try to get away from the rocks.
Alrighty. Call it 15 feet of movement to get to the edge of the ship, and then go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Alright, oh, come on, that was almost a 20.
Alright. You are not able to get away from the edge of the rocks and take 12 bashing damage.
Alright. What happens when you hit negatives?
When you get, so unless you take double your hit points, and like basically if you have negative your total hit points, then that is instant death. If you just go below 0, you go into unconsciousness and need to start making death saving throws.
Okay, well, I'm not there at half yet, but yeah. I'm in negatives.
Alright. Keep in mind, you are in the water and currently unconscious, which means that you are not able to resist the waves and also will start drowning soon.
Yes.
Where are you? What the fuck? My lad.
Yeah, that was it was 2d6 and it rolled 6 for both of them.
Right?
You told me we're jumping out of the boat, so.
I think you fucking dropped out, dropped out of the land of the living as well.
Alright.
Well,
so
this is awkward.
with that, it is the vampire spawn's turn.
You can just see my body just like flying off in the distance.
I can see it from the ship, just the trail that came after you.
So the vampire spawn is going to
Why did I get my 4 instead of negative?
run over here.
Oh. D&D Beyond or Foundry can't do negatives. Okay.
Yep, you just go down to
Well,
0.
you don't go. You just go 0. There's no negatives in this.
Yeah, if you were to continually take more damage, though, you could outright die before you hit the end of death saves. But I guess
Well, it'd need to be one. It'd need to be one attack and a lot of fucking damage to do that.
true. I guess it just would count as a normal melee. I just counted. I guess each instance of damage would just be a normal failed death save, since it's not specifically a melee attack. It counted as like a same thing as ranged. Anyway, neither here nor there, as the vampire spawn is going to sprint over to you and quickly fish you out of the water before bringing you 15 feet back up into the hull of the ship, holding you close. It is going to...
How much movement is that?
It spent its action dashing.
Okay.
And then picked up using the free object interaction. And it is going to look over to you, Grimbald. Do you want your friend to die? Or will you help Father?
Ah, the great thing is now you and me can have a talk, eh? Now, who are you exactly? Fucking no name.
You can call me Jeffries.
Who fucking named you that?
It is not important.
Oh, also, is this considered my turn, by the way?
Yes. We'll call this
I'm
your
just gonna
turn.
bonus. I'm just gonna bonus action cast Sanctuary on Aki.
Dropping it on yourself.
It's not concentration.
Oh.
It's not a concentration spell. For whatever fucking reason, it's not, and I checked to make sure it's not it was not an import error.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
just
we
not
gotta be
concentration.
reading something wrong. That is insane.
I know it's
With,
not
like,
concentration.
5 spell slots. You could just be like, I'm just gonna walk into this dragon's den and like.
It could still
just steal
AoE.
shit.
It could still AoE me.
True.
I just love
true.
Grimbald's response to, I got your friend. Oh, okay, well, what's your name? Gets name. That's a stupid name.
Right. All right. So you spend your turn casting that.
That's a bonus action, lad.
All right. What is your action?
Right, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh my
No,
God,
I don't fucking care who you are. I just want to be left the fuck alone. So I'm gonna walk to this side,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna start punching holes for sunlight to come through in the fucking wall. Or would that count? It's technically daylight. It depends what way the ship is facing, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say that the map itself is north-south, like aligned. So
Right.
that would be kind of from the southeast.
But where is the sun? That's what I would
We'll
logically
call
do.
it-
You know what,
find
actually,
out
I got a
what
better
time
idea.
it is.
Yeah, I'll put myself back here because I would go where the sun is because I have an idea.
All
scary
right.
know it's-
to have an
It
idea.
is currently late evening, so
Okay,
I'll say
so
the
the
sun
sun
is
is at an
setting.
angle. That's ideal.
So it sets in the west. If you wanted to, but it is being kind of blocked by that other ship, which is higher up on the rocks. So it would be very difficult to do that. I'm gonna say it's about 6 o'clock. If it was on top of the ship, it would be getting hit by direct sunlight, or out in the crack where I said there was some.
Right, well, never mind. Cool idea, not happening. I'm just gonna walk
Yeah,
over
sorry
to him
about
then.
that.
Never mind.
I
Hey, you
actually
fucking
rolled
piece
for
of
the
shit.
time too. If it was early, then
I don't
it
like
could
you.
come from that side.
He's got nothing to do with you. He's frankly not got much to fucking do with me either. Can you just kindly hop back into your fucking box? Actually, why were
Looks
you in a
over at his
box?
destroyed box.
Why are you in a box?
Why were you in a box? Did you get like fucking shipped towards me or something? Aye, no pun intended, you're in a ship, but like express mail.
I am merely an information gatherer.
But you're doing a good fucking job. You can give me information about the rock then. How is it?
I will
It's your boat?
eventually make my way from here.
How are you doing that? Swimming?
I love the amount of sass you're giving your enemy right now.
I love
Do you
how
want
you.
your friend back alive or not?
Well, you better fucking give him back.
Do you have?
Because if you don't, you're dead as well.
so
This
did
is how
you
this
do
works
another
here. You kill him, you die.
Or are you letting that action go for that round.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm ready to punch him if he fucking does anything. I'm gonna specifically make sure he can't fucking bite anything.
Well, so since you're not going to punch the holes, what are you doing for your action?
I am walking up next to him, ready to punch him, and I am essentially saying, if you kill him, I'm killing you. Do you like your unalive life? Then go back and sit in the wreckage of your box and wait to get picked up. Eh? How's that sound? Go on, you're smart. You're not that fucking feral. You're talking to me.
Still holding Aki in his other hands, somewhat close to himself, his arm wrapped around
Go on. Use your
Aki's
logic.
arm and other shoulder, with his fangs precariously close to his neck.
I'll have you know this isn't a threat. It's a fucking promise. Is it worth it?
He fishes into his pocket, and he holds out a vial. I'll trade you.
I'm not giving you any of mine. Fuck off.
Either
That's
that,
definitely. I'm not.
or I
I'm not
kill your
stupid.
friend.
And then you die. I know how this works. That is a death sentence. Request something else that isn't a death sentence.
What do you have to offer? I have been commanded.
What do you have to gain?
I must obey my commands.
And that is?
To bring information of your whereabouts to Father.
I'm on a boat in the sea. There you go. There's your information. Congratulations. I'm
That was
flapping. My
already
mic doesn't pick it
known.
up. Well, who told you that then?
Bermuda.
Oh, her. In that shop? Am I
need
right?
Something to bring
Am I right?
Father.
Am I right?
I am not told these things.
Because I know he's not an artificer. You think I didn't notice?
You would hope so, yes.
What is your
What-
offer?
What can I give him? What can I give him? Let me, I'll... In a momento, I'm just gonna start rifling through my bag.
I don't know why my brain went to you can give him PTSD.
Got a half-used Q-tip, a paperclip, and 2 pieces of lint.
If you are legitimately struggling to think of things you think he might want, you can roll for it.
I'll roll for it in a minute. I'm just looking I was part... What do you want me to roll? History and investigation? Does he remotely care about the fact that I will kill him if he fucking does anything as well, though?
Give me an insight roll.
Right.
Alright. You learn 2 things. First, it's not that he, has no fear of death, so much as his fear of death is not part of this equation. Secondly, there are a number of things that might be of use to him. First, information on your whereabouts, the quest that you're on, locations that you might visit or have visited, things of that nature.
Oh, right, just tell him how to ambush us later.
So like I die every session.
So I can offer you a crowbar, a hammer, 10 titans, a tinderbox. You might get a bit cold waiting out here. A pickaxe, that might help soon. A shovel. I've not got a hatchet, so you can't bury that. What else can I offer you? Are you hungry?
I am.
Oh, yeah. As he's holding me.
How does a handful of berries sound?
You know as well as I that will not appease my hunger.
And that's why you're inferior, I'm afraid. You need that. Right, as for where I'm going, sure, we'll play this little game. Can I get a map?
Out of character?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the one in the Discord.
Fucking maps. Right, what islands have we been to?
You have been to Warbler. Actually, let me pull it up online.
Sail Spear, we've been in Mysthaven Isle, the islands there, I think.
Yeah, you've been in Mysthaven Isles. Specifically in there, you've been to Glarthier's and Horgoth's End are the two that you just had visited. You are currently heading to Vivenfrost in the Vivenfrost archipelago.
Right, what other islands do we think we need to go to?
Let me pull that up. Velmir, Drek. You know there's something to be found in the Drowlands. And I believe that was it. Oh wait, no, there was one up there. Yeah, Velmir, far to the east of your current location and slightly north.
Okay, what's the furthest away and the least likely one we might go up if we're short on time?
Honestly,
With our
probably
current route.
Velmir.
Right. And how likely is that to have something with our current knowledge?
Nearly guaranteed.
Okay, not that one. Can I give him one that's true, but also our least likely option?
Well, you have not discovered much about Drek yet.
Where's
well,
that?
give me
Is that
a
in-
history check.
Sure. Well, alright, here's one I can tell you. Where I'm going to. Eventually. The manor. That's where I'm going eventually. There's information for you.
So Drek is in the Bukagraji enclave archipelago. That is a ways to your southwest. No, sorry. Yeah, southwest. You're not sure off the top of your head which island it is, but you know it's in there. There's a very heavy orcish presence throughout the enclave. In fact, with a history score that high, you are also... let's see where I put those notes. Let this be a lesson to other interested DMs. Make sure your notes are all in one place. If you put them in 50 places like me, then it becomes difficult to find where all your information is hidden. But
I wonder why.
how dare you?
How dare I wonder?
How dare you wonder? Question me. This one. There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So, you know that... Yeah, there we go. Baruk the Eye and Shesha the Blade are two orc admiralty from Bermuda, and they control the seas around the Bukagaraji enclave. And in fact, the guy who originally gave you the quest, Lartuk Ushta, the bosun,
Yeah.
who got you on the contract, works for them.
Oh, amazing.
Now you know
Go and
why we
ask the Ushta people. They have more details than I do.
Did you give him the name of the island?
I gave him a name of the archipelago name.
That you're going to the Bukagaraji enclave archipelago at some point?
Possibly.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
It's still a negative. 13 in there. It's not terrible. My -1.
And
Put it this
one,
way,
he kind of
if
holds
you-
Aki in his arms. What is his
You don't-
name?
I'm not telling you that. That's your fault for not cleaning your ears, pal.
The amount of sass. Oh
Give
my
me a
God. I
perception
want
check.
Kill Aki.
Just saying, if I need to kill you here,
With the 22, you see him pluck a piece of hair from Aki.
I'm not fucking stupid. Drop it. Actually, hang on. Sanctuary.
I'm not gonna call plucking a hair an attack. He's not trying to cause him harm at the moment. He's just gathering information.
You can gather the end of my fucking boot if you don't drop that.
Is he gonna lick it?
This will suffice.
Nah, it fucking won't.
He drops the piece of hair he plucked and throws Aki at you.
Right. So he's dropped the bit of hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna heal Aki. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna heal Aki if that's alright.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. So here's some health, lad. Yeah, here's some health.
Which technically I should have had you rolling some death saves, but I think it's fine not to in this case.
I have 2 hit points. Yeah.
You have 7.
Yeah, you always heal up from 0. You don't have negative hit points.
And I'm gonna firebolt the hair that he plucked and dropped.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not leaving it.
That's fair.
I
but
seen
give
him
me
drop it.
You did, but like, there's wind and shit. It's a single piece of hair. You're gonna have to like find it first.
We're inside, didn't you say?
Yeah, and it's dark. Like, there's no lighting in here.
Alright.
Like, it's
the
inside,
wind?
but it's still got like it's open to the sea.
17.
Yeah, you find it and can burn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt it.
Alrighty. He looks disappointed, but he goes up towards the ass end of the ship right there.
Grimbald, they may have vampire babies.
Leave. We're going. I will help Aki out the way to make sure he doesn't go for a wee tumble and a wee sleep in the ocean.
Alright. If you give it a running jump, you're gonna, Aki, you're able to make it far enough away.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And Grimbold, you are also giving it a running jump? Or are you doing something else to
Okay.
make it away?
I'm just gonna look back and give him the middle finger, and then we're leaving.
Can I touch myself twice with in the feeling?
That sounds really bad.
You can.
Actually, question. Just see for insult to injury. See before I do the running jump, Jim.
Mhm.
Can I? Where is he?
Like
On the ship.
The ass
Yes.
end of the ship in there.
Yes.
The dark place in the hull.
Yes. Can
Sweet.
I do a run? Can I just before I do my running jump? Like I'm gonna cast a spell and then running jump. Can I do that?
Yep.
Good. I'm gonna cast grease, so he fucking slides back down, and then I'll jump as I'm casting it. So I'll cast it now. Quick. I'll instantly just fuck off. So can you make me a dex save?
All right.
Has to be a dick. I could be a bigger one.
Yeah, we know that.
You'll probably make it.
I'll just roll with the idea that I threw like a little
19.
Yeah. Does he stay there?
How he's gonna like jump onto the ceiling and hiss at you while you run away.
I just gave Grimbold an AirPod.
That
That's
said,
fine.
your strength score is only a 9, so you're not going to be able to make it out quite away.
I can walk. I can walk on the rocks a bit, and then just. You know, I can walk round to a suitable place and then do it.
All right, if you walk around to where you secured the rope, as I said, Liz was like keeping it somewhat taut. I'll say you can kind of shimmy your way along it far enough away from the rocks.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alrighty.
Bang the out. If I'm walking by him, I'll just bang the outside of the fucking hull a wee bit, just so a wee crack appears, and then into the boat.
All right, back into the boat. You guys heading back to the ship?
Yeah.
Enough excitement for one day?
Aki hit his head really hard on the rocks.
Healed.
Yeah, you're fine. There was nothing really to be had there. Nothing of particular note.
I wouldn't say that.
Nah, remember, Aki, you hit your head very hard.
You're not allowed to respond.
Somewhere.
You hit your head very hard, Aki.
Liz,
Indeed.
are you
Excellent.
back
There's
with
nothing
us
of
yet?
note.
What?
Ah, sweet. You were gone for a little bit, and I just assumed you were on the boat still, keeping it safe while they explored some shit in this wrecked ass ship.
I was only gone for about 2 minutes because I had to take care of cat stuff just now.
Ah, I had missed it, and then we got caught up in vampire shenanigans.
I'm almost full health because I healed myself twice. So
All right. You guys make your way back to your ship.
I did not find anything interesting vampire.
Other than that, what are you guys doing for the 3 days that this travel has taken place in?
I'm training my dog.
All right. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
I want to get him acquainted to maybe helping out.
All right. He doesn't seem quite taken to you yet.
Okay.
Grimbold, are you doing anything
Yes.
with your 3 days?
Contemplating and relaxing.
I'm
Yeah,
staying away from the undead and the vampire.
Don't know anything, mate.
These are just my assumptions.
All
I'm
right.
not really staying away from. That was a joke. Oh
Uh,
yeah, we can take a long rest. That's right.
What are you contemplating?
Many a things. Was I correct in my assumption with the shop?
He didn't give anything away. It's hard to say whether or not you were.
Well, I know the person mentioned at the shop is not an artificer. I know that much. Unless he's learned it, then that's even more dangerous.
Where's the long rest button again? Oh wait,
It's where your hit die are.
yeah.
That, just contemplating who the how fucked I possibly might be. Apart from that, trying to just keep going as normal.
All right. I'll mark you down as brooding.
Contemplating. And brooding, yes.
Leah, what are you up to for these 3 days?
And I'm just chilling with Frey, just trying to study her language, just like we did before with the extras and stuff.
Yeah, quote unquote study.
Fuck. Fuck off.
Who does she look like? Petra?
I mean,
Yeah, how dare you.
I fucking flash back to episode 1.
Yeah,
What happened in episode 1? Wait.
you went full but dommy mommy for a bit.
It's true, it's true.
Oh yeah. But I
Oh.
mean, she was asking for it. I can't
Uh-huh.
help it.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and
Yes.
give me a, let's call it intelligence check.
Who? Oh, me.
You.
That's already showing something. Intelligence. Oh, here it is. Ability check, I guess.
Alrighty. You feel like you're making progress.
Yay!
Will you allow her to get away for a bit so I can ask her a question?
Yeah, it's 3 days worth of time.
I want to ask her if she knows anything about this dog, because they seem to be somewhat Fey-ish related, right?
Yeah, that's what you remember.
Yeah.
She takes a look at the dog. I've never seen something like that before.
He seems to understand Elvish in this part, Fey. So I was wondering if maybe you can communicate with him somehow.
Well, I am not an elf.
Are you not from the Fey realms?
No, I'm from here.
You just said something about other worlds, I thought I heard.
No, the last we spoke, I was remembering something from the times long ago.
Okay. Thought maybe you know him, but
Alas, I do
Alright.
not. I wish I could be of more help.
appreciate it. Just he's a new creature that we found. So we also have this blink dog that's also Fey. Somehow these things are connecting to the Fey realm.
But if I
As
hear
long as
anything,
the,
I'll let you know.
Thank you. Just trying to see if they're connecting with the orbs as well, because that seems to be somehow maybe related. If not, then my assumptions are just out of the window. But yeah, if you know anything, just let me know.
I will do.
Thank you. Yeah, just go back to the dog, I guess.
Alrighty. And Liz, what are you doing for these 3 days?
Second verse, same as the first, keeping to myself, fishing.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
You can become the next Sanji in this.
You find 2 days worth of rations. Or like 2 people's worth of rations.
I am the fisher.
And all right. Next up, the rest of week 1. Back out on the open ocean.
Next island. That's the game plan, I think.
Indeed. But we're discovering what happens these days. Water seems normal. Weather is good. Fish are jumping out of the
Water is wet.
in delight of the clear skies. Making good time then. So, with that, again, what are people up to? Aki, what are you doing for your next group of days?
They're learning about these dogs, I guess, teaching them some stuff. At least the one that I said, maybe he can help us attack or go on these adventures with us.
Yeah.
And then,
First step is bonding with the animal. She's starting to warm up to you a little bit, but you'll have to give it another animal handling check.
Alright. Maybe you can just do stuff. A bit better.
Alright, that will be a success.
Nice.
He seems like he's warming up to you.
Alright.
Grimbald,
Yes.
what are you up to?
Checking the map, learning to also sail, generally chatting, winding up Leah, same shit.
The hawk that you guys rescued is occasionally bugging you as well.
I let it out of its cage sometimes, but I intentionally aim it at Grimbold so it will get tangled in his hair and beard.
Tragically, you guys don't have a cage for it. It just kind of flies around and
I do the same,
perches.
just without the cage part.
Fair enough.
Just throwing a bird at me or something.
It
just
occasionally lands
jumping.
on your shoulder, or Grimbold, and tries to
fine with
prune
that.
your very thick dwarfen hair.
Oh yeah, I'll let that happen. I'm fine with that.
With that, go ahead and give me a intelligence check to see how well you're picking up your navigation tools.
Wait, me or Grimbold?
Grimbold.
But I'm navigating the way to annoy the shit out of him.
Alright. With a 13, you're making some progress, but most of the stuff that can be practiced that you have left to learn is more for how to find directions during dark nights and stormy weather. So these extremely pleasant conditions are ironically getting in your way of learning. But you still made a little bit
I'm
of
fine with that.
progress. And Leah, what are you up to?
We did a bit of the studying session as always, and then I've decided that we've been locked in the room for too much, and I got bored. So I offered to go to the deck And wait, is the ship going really fast or like
It's
we're like
making
sailing, right?
your ship doesn't have really a sail. It just is more of a think of like
Oh,
a
covered.
two-storied Viking longship kind of a deal. You got the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
oars, but it's making good speed. The water is very pleasant, and um, you have a very slight current you're going with.
Okay. So jumping out of the ship to bathe in the water is not a good idea.
You could like during overnight after you
Yes,
guys
yes,
row
yes.
for the day, you usually
Stop at
like
night
the
to let
ship is
everyone know.
either anchored or if it's the water's too deep to anchor, then you generally it floats there. It'll move, but it's not moving at such a pace you can't swim to catch up to it.
Okay. So after a long day of studying with Free, I will bring up the idea of getting up at night because I cannot sleep. Let's assume that it's a restless night.
Mhm.
And I will just only her, of course. I'm inviting only her, none of the other annoying creatures that are around me. And I will suggest a midnight bathe, I guess.
Mhm, mhm. Absolutely.
Yes.
She joins you for a midnight swim. Um,
Hey.
as you guys jump out of the ship and do some leisurely strokes out into the open water, there are some bioluminescent plankton that float by underneath, giving a subtle glow against the hull of the ship as it gently rocks in the waters.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Ray just kind of floats there, staring at the sky, not saying anything, but just enjoying your company.
Mhm. As I watch her kind of like drift in her own thoughts, enjoying the view or whatever, I will dive to get the really pretty glowing stuff, and and I will just I will kind of aim to get out, like get how do you say it, like get up again, like out of the water.
You trying to get back on the boat?
No, just like next to her, like I
Yeah,
guess swim up,
you just
just
swim
swim
up to
up.
her.
Yeah. Just swim up next to her, maybe startling her a bit, and I'm like, oh my god, look, just being a dumbass.
She giggles and splashes you with some of the bioluminescent plankton.
I just look at her and I'm like, oh my god, look at me, I'm glowing now.
Uh, after playing around in the water with you for a good 20 to 30 minutes, she eventually gets tired and decides it's time to swim back to the ship.
Okay, I'll help her get up and I'll also make my way back to the boat.
You know, it's strange. I don't actually remember ever being out on the water like this. I can't say if it's just that I'm missing that memory, but I don't know, it's something feels new and magical about it.
Maybe it's the flowers.
Flowers?
Well, the little glowing stuff that you threw all over my face.
Oh, I have no idea what it is. Doesn't look like a flower to me, though. Where are the
I don't.
petals?
Okay, I just miscalled it. Shut up.
uh, continuously teasing, eventually she retires for the evening. But go ahead and give me another intelligence check for your
Alrighty.
Orvi.
Oh no.
And
My
it
rolls
didn't
are
seem
not-
to make
not
a lot
the
of progress today, unfortunately. Still struggling with some of the more complex grammar.
That's fair, that's fair.
Liz, still fishing?
Yep.
Go ahead
Day
and give me a
in,
fishing
day
roll.
out, some nights.
We'll call it a survival.
Good thing we're
Need
not
longer
in battle.
lines.
Yeah. You catch a fish, but it appears inedible and slightly glowing.
Put that in the bag.
Alright. And with that, the end of the 6th day has approached. Let's find out what things are like in this next series of days. And we get...
My internet shut the bed.
Oh! Are you back with us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Technical difficulty!
Love to see it.
Well, I will update Gaz when he gets here. Alright, you guys. The
Right.
weather.
Go on.
Alright, you're back?
Yeah. Carry on.
Cool. For days 7 to 9, you hit a lull in the middle of the ocean. There's no wind and no current. Seaweed and garbage are everywhere. Bits of detritus.
Okay.
So in this dead spot in the middle of the ocean, what are you guys up to for the for this section of travel?
Well, how far away are we?
So the first 6 days you made really good pace. It was originally going to take between 14 and 21 days. So you're probably about...
Oh, we said 6 days.
50%
We're at
or
least
so?
10 days we'll go with.
Yeah, you're about like 40 to 50% of
Fair.
the way there.
Alright. Just carrying on, really. Since Leah has made it her life purpose to be a bitch, I'm just gonna take the piss and see how much I can annoy them.
I will gladly just slam the door the second time he tries.
How...
Oh no, I will be just small annoying things, you know, like
Take away the pen.
just moving stuff about, you know, moving their shit about. You know, if I can unlock the door with my thieves' tools, I'll relock it. So when they go to use it, it's locked. You know, take the key for the lock. You know, just minor annoying things that might grate on them a little bit.
Alright, so we're going for pranks?
Yes.
Alright. Love to see it. In that
In between
case,
learning, of course.
Flipping in toilet paper on the wrong side.
Let's call it a sleight of hand check for your pranks versus Leah.
This will be great.
Let's call it
I am the pinnacle of fucking stealth.
Wait,
12.
either. Yeah, let's call it perception check for you, Leah.
Okay.
That's the thing. I'm not really hiding it either. I'm being quite deliberate.
Well, it's to the perception checks are to see the setups for the pranks. So
Oh no! Oh no!
Leah,
That's even better because it means I can look them in the eye as I keep doing it.
so like Leah sees you eyeing the door and grabs the key ahead of time, and you get your lock picks and lock the door and snicker as you walk away, only to hear it get unlocked by the key as she walks
Oh
out.
well.
Go
Well,
fuck, bitch.
Amazing. It's getting relocked.
Just every time you pull up a prank, she seems to be one step ahead.
That's fine.
All fun and games until he starts pulling at the mage lock.
Let's see what else can I do?
Just wait
To
until
be
you
funny.
go to the bathroom and then you
Can I
find out
can I,
the
can I
same
just
lock as you.
can I literally just open the door and cast web on them and walk away?
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
Can I just after getting annoyed with their shit, can I literally just do this? Fucking place that there. Can I just do that and call it a day?
All right. So, first question, Tomo, are you open to some light PvP?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
that's a question.
Alright.
I will. I will
You'll
love
feel a
to.
light bit of fun.
So, you understand that the web is coming.
Okay.
That
Hey Leah, think fast.
you've seen the twitch in Grimbald's eye as his pranks have not achieved the intended outcomes, and that he's got something going on. So you're gonna use Druidcraft.
Oh, I'm escalating.
Wait. I was trying to look what it can do, but I was thinking of using Druidcraft to create wind and blow it back at him.
It's just an area on the ground that I pick. It
Oh.
doesn't come from me. It just kind of.
Okay. Area from the ground. So I'll just go some like long ass flowers or I don't know, grass tentacles that block it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like you're as an artificer, you know, you could have like a web gun that just generally, you know, it shoots a web that like generally speaking covers the 5-foot cube layer area or
It's quite a big area. It's several places
or
that can be
if
that.
so a 20-foot cube for that point from that point
Yeah.
for the duration. So yeah, it's like
So
you just have, like,
it's
a
literally me.
web
I'm
gun.
going in. It's essentially a room of web, and at the bottom in that room is just all web.
Okay.
So Druidcraft would not be strong enough because it would only
Or
fit a
this.
5-foot cube as opposed to a 20-foot cube. Do you have anything else that you'd want to do to try to turn it against him?
Oh wait. I don't know if that's like overdoing it. I have a warding wind.
Ooh,
Which is
that
an ox.
sounds like it might.
That's for an attack roll, I think. I'm not
Yeah,
attacking.
it's.
Warding
it is for.
wind. All right, let's see. A strong wind blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you. Deafens, extinguishes areas of difficult terrain, and attack rolls of ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage. So, $20-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeet him out of the boat.
I wouldn't really yeet him out of the boat. It's not quite strong enough.
He is short.
Because because it moves in a circle, I wouldn't say you could throw it back at him. It would just, like, keep the webs clear of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you could do that if you wanted, and it would just, like, push the web away from you.
Yeah, I would love to.
Alright. So...
Do I need to cast it?
I mean, yes, but no, it doesn't matter, because, like, you're just spending the spell slot that's going to come back because we're going in periods of 3 days.
Okay.
So...
They at least get webbed by it first of all, though, because they need to actually use the action to cast it.
So, you open the door, or...
Just open the door, just go, think fast. Done.
And as you open the door, you're buffeted by winds with your, like, cheeks expanded by the force of the wind a little bit, as the web just goes everywhere down the stairs except at Leah, who remains completely untouched and stares back at you smugly.
Alright, have fun, that'll be gone in an hour. I'll just walk away. It's got an hour duration.
Shenzhen peers in through the hole there, notices everything flying about and a bunch of stuff getting battered by the wind. Is like lifting his legs slowly up as it's stuck to the deck underneath his feet. Could you guys maybe lower the level of this? This is starting to get a little bit out of hand.
It's like a bit of web on my part.
It's stuck to him. I'm not the one
You,
doing
are you
it.
actually
I'm
stuck,
minding my
Shinzen, though?
business.
Are you actually stuck?
No, he's like, it just is like he's got to like lift his legs really high. It's like really sticky feet, but you know, like you said, it clears up in an hour.
Yeah, as you see me just jumping around.
Yeah, I'm concentrating on it for an hour. It's a concentration spell as well.
Love it.
One action, so it is literally just. I need to actively think about it as well, so I could be just actively being a dick for over an hour.
So Aki, what are you up to?
That'd be me.
The stuff isn't bothering me and my pet, right?
The pranks occasionally do get out of hand and loud, so a little bit.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Okie dokie.
I want to see if the pet would find it funny to help me like mess with them for a bit. Just whatever it wants to do, to also prank them as well.
Why? I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah, who are you trying to prank?
Both of them, just because of how loud they've been.
All right. How are you attempting to prank?
Just want to see how smart the dog is, and just let it choose what it wants to do to them.
I mean, it just, like, it hears you and understands you, but it's just kind of, like, watching and waiting to see what you do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just experimenting with it at this point. So, trying to think. I guess I'll go ask it to, like, nibble on their legs or something like that. Yeah, I don't want to do something I was thinking of because I think that'd be worse. But
so it thinks to itself for a minute and then trots off. Leah.
Yes.
At some point, you find yourself sitting down, maybe like lying on your cot at the bottom of the ship, probably having a chat with Ray, and you feel a tickling sensation on the bottom of your foot.
And I noticed the burp, right?
You notice the dog
Oh, it's a dog. Oh
giving
my god,
you
my
dog kisses on the bottom of your foot.
bad. I will just pick it up and put it on my stomach. Let it like lay its head on me.
It just does that dog kind of, and then just kind of like chills. He does
Mission
not seem to
failed
understand
successfully.
pranks very much.
It never comes back, I guess, to me.
Yeah, and eventually, he gets bored and trots back up. Mission
No,
accomplished.
eventually you call him confused, like, huh? And then it's like, all right, and just gets up.
Yeah.
It's like, it's supposed to come back like 20 minutes ago. What's going on? Yeah, I'm just I'm just experimenting to see like how smart this creature really is, because I don't know anything about it, and my curiosity is getting the better of me.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Pretty much what I'm doing.
That
That's
seems
pretty
like
much what
a group activity. He's getting closer to you. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Seems to think you're pretty alright. So Leah, other than thwarting prank attempts and hanging out with doggos, what are you up to?
And just doing my best to keep up with the studies. Trying to break the language barrier as much as I can.
Alright, go ahead and give me another intelligence check.
Yes, sir. One take. Oh my god.
You have a major breakthrough. After a good few weeks of intense studying with Ray,
Yes.
yeah, you are able to passably talk in Orvi. You're not fluent, but you can hold a steady conversation.
That's nice.
Liz, more fishing, I'm guessing.
I am also going to be investigating the glowing fish.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check at disadvantage and a intelligence check with alchemy supplies.
Jesus Christ, that was bad.
You managed to
Alchemy.
catch a lot of seaweed.
At least it did something.
We have right.
What did you say about the alchemist supplies? Normal?
Yeah, it'd be a normal, should be intelligence check. All right, with a 20, you are able to figure out that the plankton that are bioluminescent here were small enough that they were able to get caught in this fish's gills, as well as lining its gut tract. And after experimenting on them a little bit, you were able to get one vial of this isolated biochemical material that can be used for its luminescent properties. And with that, you have achieved the end of the first week. And it is getting late, so I think we will take the second half of the trip for next game. And hopefully we will be rejoined by Petra. Thank you for anybody who swung by or is watching the VOD of this.
Yeah.
We love you guys very much, and we will see you next week. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.